तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
Let us say the two prayers together. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Learned colleagues, committed non-teaching staff, and dear disciplined students. Dogmatism is the topic today. We are going to talk about dogmatism. It has nothing to do with dogs, dogmatism. Let's see what dogmatism is. There was one boy in a house. His father was a great theist and a believer, but the boy, we don't know where he got it from. He had no belief in God. The father would try his best to mold the boy. No, my son, there is God. No, dad, there is no God. I heard from X, I read from this source. No, son, you try to change your thinking, your opinion. There is God. No, there is no God. And finally he gave up trying to change the mind of the son. Okay, son, you go your way, but I am always grateful to God. He said, how we get all these things in this world? The son would say, no, all these things created by man. Your crops, your gadgets, your aeroplane, everything created by man, no God. But the father, no, I am always grateful to God. And he recited a poem, a very famous words of a great poet called Emerson. And the 4 lines of the poem like this: for each morning with its light, for rest and shelter during the night, for health and food, for love and friends, for everything thy goodness sends, O Lord. But even that prayer had no effect on it. This boy had some feelings, some opinions fixed deeply in his mind. He would not change. And again, there was another old woman in a house. She would say, there were 2 granddaughters in the house. Always that old lady would say, no, don't send these girls to school. Women should not go out. Women should not educate themselves. Women should not work. They should be confined to the kitchen. But the girl's parents, the old man's daughter and son-in-law, they said, no, mom, your generation is different. Your thinking is different. No, women should work. Today, our buzzword is women empowerment. Why do you say women should not? No, those days are. No, my dear son, you don't know if women go out, they will come to a lot of harm. Society is not so good, no. In our days, we followed it. You should also follow it. Women should not go out. So in the case of this boy and this old woman, what they are doing is, they have fixed some ideas and thoughts in their mind, and they are not willing to change. They are dogmatic, opinionated, unbending, adamantine, inflexible, unbending. They are like flat earthers. That means there was a time when the earth was believed to be very flat, not round and moving around the sun. The earth was believed to be stationary and very flat. Even after the truth was discovered, there were people who would say, no, the earth is flat. That's what we studied in the religion. That's what our religion tells. We will not change our opinions. So that is dogmatism. To understand this dogmatism better, that means they arrive at feelings, they form opinions, but whatever the persuasion, whatever the force with which we try to change their mind, they will not change their thinking, their thoughts, their minds. They're fixed. Dogmatic people. Once what happened now, a king, he arranged a show of adventure. The adventure was in the court, thousands of people were invited, and the show is one young man. And a young girl was made to stand at a distance of 20 feet. A young girl. On her head was placed a yellow lemon, not even an apple, a lemon. And this young man, he had a bow and arrow, and he has to shoot the lemon. And that lady, her eyes, she is not blindfolded. She has to look at the young man who is going to shoot her and try to laugh at him, smile at him, divert his attention. In spite of all this distraction or diversion, he has to shoot. Not even an apple, but a small lemon. And who is this young man? Who is this king? Why this show? What happened actually? The king was a great hunter. And he was in search of a very capable young man who was a very good archer to make him the captain of his army. So one day he went, and as he was going in his kingdom, after the outskirts of the kingdom, he entered the forest. And in the forest he saw something very amazing and very surprising. He saw arrows stuck in trees. And he went and saw that there is a small circle, not even big circles, the small radius, small circles. Exactly at the center of each circle there was an arrow. Like that he counted. Arrows painted, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55 trees, 50 arrows, each arrow exactly at the center of this small circle. The king felt very happy. Now I have got my man. In this area, there is this young man who is a very good archer, very good marksman, and he is going to be the captain of my army. And he sent his soldiers, go and find out who this man is, bring him to my court. And the soldiers went to the village, crossing the forest. They started inquiring, who is that young man the king wants to, who had shot arrows in the trees? The king wants to meet him. And at the sight of the soldiers, all the young lads and also a young girl, at the sight of the soldiers, they ran into their homes, their huts. Everybody was afraid, king's soldiers. Then again they started, who is this they started inquiring, soldier, who is this young man, who is this young man, a very good archer, king wants to see him. And finally an old man in that village, he said, what is all this? I said, what is happening? The soldiers told him about the king and his decree, his intention. Then the old man said, oh Gazebo, where are you? You are such a lucky man. You have to meet the king. The king is going to meet you. Gazebo, where are you? The soldier, who is this Gazebo? He is the man you are speaking of, the archer. Finally, Gazebo's house was located in the soldiers. No? Mr. Gazebo, please come to the king. He started, no, I will not, king, no. He was taken by force to the king. And the king now arranged this show. I know that you are such a very good archer and you have to shoot. And this young man, he was shivering in his shoes. He was sweating, perspiring like anything. He was so afraid, so scared. The king said, "Oh, why are you so afraid? You're such a good archer. Please do it. Please shoot the lemon." Finally, the young man, he dropped his bow and arrow and said, "King, I'm not an archer. But I have seen your marksmanship there on the 55 trees." "No, king. What I did, I simply hit the arrows first, then I go to the tree and draw a circle the other way. Not drawing the circles and hitting the center." Then the king, instead of punishing him, of course, appreciated his enthusiasm and his devotion, other things, his spirit. So the young boy, what he did, he first hit the arrow, then went near it and drew a circle and felt very satisfied. So most of us in the same way, we just form our own opinions and build some argument, some theory around it, try to defend them. And we don't want to come out. We don't want to come out those narrow cells of thinking. And we don't want to analyze things. We don't want to be rational. We don't want to change our minds. That is the case with most of the people. To give one small example, if you tell someone of the modern generation, there are beautiful old films, then the young boy will say, "What old films? Those black and white films, slow films?" Then the elderly man, "No, even in those black and white films, old films, there are gems, there are great movies, great directional values, great acting, great song." Young man, no. Old films not at all good. Then the elderly man will say, "No, you know the 80s 20% rule, no, 80s to 20. What is that 80%? See, in the old times, no, there were 80 out of 100 very good films, only 20 films not so good. But nowadays, no, it has been reversed. Only 20% good films in colorful, good, modern movies. 80% all bad. But the boy will not change his opinion because he has stuck an arrow in the tree and drew a small, tight, beautiful, colorful circle around it. So I thank all my dear disciplined students, and I also thank our Samyak sir for giving me such an opportunity. Thanks all of you.